Good morning, guys. We're starting out with some really pretty sunshine out there this morning. It's just a few clouds, 66 degrees in Springfield right now on southerly winds. We're a little bit warmer than yesterday, starting out at 68 degrees at Lake of the Ozarks, 70 already in Branson, and 74 degrees in Fayetteville. It's also a little bit stickier than it was this time yesterday with dew points in the low to middle 60s. So we've climbed that muggy meter just a little bit. It's a little sticky and soupy out there this morning. As you fire up the grill today, we'll have a chance of a couple of showers and storms with highs in the middle 80s, so you'll need to check that weather app or pay attention to hearing any thunder that might be nearby. Here's a severe risk for today. A slight risk just north of the interstate, closer to a front, mainly looking at the threat of quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds as we head through the afternoon and evening, but these storms will come in rounds. So we're looking at some spotty showers and storms possible this afternoon. Then one line could come through this evening before midnight, another line could come through after midnight, and every time storms organize into a line, that's where you get a threat of damaging winds, so we'll have to watch out for that. Tomorrow looks mostly dry, maybe a couple of showers and storms, and if we get those storms to bubble up, one or two could be strong to severe, again with damaging winds and large hail for tomorrow. So storm chances today and tomorrow. The threat for storms looks a little bit more isolated on Friday as we start to dry out, build in an area of high pressure, and crank the heat. We're looking at highs up near 90 degrees this weekend, which would be 10 degrees above average. Jen, Joe?
Thanks, Elisa. We have a fire to tell you about this morning. This fire heavily damaged a home in North Springfield. The call came in around 5:30, according to fire crews on scene. And when they arrived to the 600 block of West Atlantic, flames could be seen coming from the home. It took them about 20 minutes to put the fire out and have it under control. A fire marshal is on the scene right now investigating the cause. We have asked if anyone was in the home or injured in this fire, but authorities have not answered those questions yet. As we said, they're still investigating, and we have a crew on scene, and we'll continue to bring those details as we find out more, and as always on OzarksFirst.com.
We move to some education coverage for you. Springfield Public Schools will host a groundbreaking ceremony this afternoon to highlight the district's latest project under Prop S. Color 10's Nija McDonald is live out there right now, actually at the site of where they're going to break ground for the new Boyd Elementary. Nija, good morning.
Yeah, Joe, good morning. If you couldn't tell by all of the equipment here, this is the fourth project under Springfield Public Schools Prop S, and the operations team tells me that it is much needed because the current Boyd building is close to 100 years old. Now, Travis Shaw oversees that department and says there's already been a lot of prep work done to prepare the site. Shaw says the district had to purchase several properties near the site, which did take a little longer than they anticipated. However, the project is still slated to be finished by fall of 2021, which aligns with SPS's timeline.
This is the first of the next 4 that we'll be kicking off, and so we'll also be kicking off 3 more. Jarrett Middle School, Hillcrest High School, and Williams Elementary will all get kicked off this summer as well. So a lot still going on, and we'll be finishing up our final 14 secure entrances this August as well, and so those will all be complete.
Well, Shaw says that the district is partnering with the Springfield-Greene County Health Department to ensure that today's event follows CDC guidelines. Now, that event begins at 3 p.m. this afternoon, and it will be on SPS's Facebook page as a live stream for those that cannot attend in person. And just as a reminder, the first 3 projects under Prop S, which include the Ada Fulbright Early Childhood Center, Delaware, and Sunshine Elementary, are currently underway and expected to be complete just in time for this upcoming school year. Reporting live in Springfield, Nija McDonald, Ozarks First.
Color 10 is your local election headquarters, and last night voters in Ozark had their say on a $26.5 million bond issue for the school district. The bond would not increase taxes, it would just keep the current 88-cent levy in place. Voters decided to pass the bond. 62% voted yes, 38% voted no. Those are unofficial results, with 100% of precincts reporting. And the money from this bond will be used for renovations to the high school innovation center and expanding the early childhood center.
Ozark voters also said no to add a sales tax to purchases made online or out of state. All precincts reporting on their 1,026 no votes, which accounts for 54%. Now, the Ozark Chamber of Commerce believed this was an important solution for local businesses to actually keep going, removing a barrier they face when competing with big online retailers, because those retailers do not have to pay sales tax to local cities and counties.
More officers on the streets and more money for the Taney County Jail. That's the hope the Taney County Sheriff has for a sales tax increase. The proposal was approved by voters with over 2,800 votes to just over 1,800. It calls for a countywide sales tax of 3/8% for a period of 15 years. The funding will be used to support capital improvements, equipment, and operations of the Taney County Sheriff's Department and jail, the prosecuting attorney's office, and the juvenile office.
Voters also approved the Western Taney County Fire Protection District's request for a tax levy of up to 9 cents on every $100 of property value. Just about 62% of the voters say yes to that one.
Voters in Camdenton School District were asked if they wanted to be annexed into Ozark's Technical Community College taxing district. This means a levy increase by 20 cents per $100 of assessed property value. Those who live in the district would be able to attend OTC at a reduced tuition rate, but voters overwhelmingly said no, with 100% of precincts reporting more than 75% of voters voted no, and about 23% said yes. You'll find more results on ozarksfirst.com and scrolling right here on the bottom of your screen.
Got some news from around the region to get to quickly for you. Voters in Ferguson elected the city's first black mayor yesterday. Returns from the St. Louis County Board of Elections show that Ella Jones won with 54% of that vote. Jones is also now the first female mayor of Ferguson. In 2014, Ferguson was the epicenter of racial unrest in the U.S. over the shooting death of Michael Brown.
News from around America. An Alabama police officer has been shot and killed overnight. Authorities are not releasing details as far as the motive or what the initial call was for, but have identified the officer as Sergeant Stephen Williams. And around the Ozarks, a man from Marshfield was killed while trying to back a lawnmower down a private driveway. The incident happening 4 miles north of Marshfield. 71-year-old James Carter was driving the mower when it overturned down a steep embankment, ejecting him. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
And we need to do a traffic alert for you quickly. Expect delays at night on I-44 near Halltown. Today and Thursday between 8 and 10, both the east and west lanes will experience delays and even stop traffic. It's between mile markers 52 and 61 at Missouri Route 96. Crews will be rock blasting there to make some bridge repairs. One last look at our forecast for us, Elisa. A lot to expect today.
A couple of rounds of showers and storms. Make sure you've got that Color 10 weather app handy. Another storm chance tomorrow and then hot this weekend.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching here. We've got more news for you soon, and you know, always on ozarksfirst.com.